Good evening and welcome to Injustice Investigations. I'm your host, Al Scott. Tonight we will continue our series on the takedown of R. Kelly. We took a break from covering R. Kelly to deal with some other pressing issues, but tonight we bring the takedown of R. Kelly back to the table. But before we get into R. Kelly tonight, I don't know how many of you watched the hearing today in Washington with Barr. Uh, it was a total disaster. Um, I was already pissed at him, but when he was answering the questions today, then I became disappointed in him because not only is he lying, he's not as bright as we thought he was. He's really super damn stupid. Um, and he needs to resign. Barr, the Attorney General, absolutely, positively, unquestionable, needs to resign. Anytime you catch the President of the United States, Donald Dumb Jackass Trump, and his sons and other people in close conversation with Russia, and you do not see that as a problem, then you are a problem to the people of the United States. Hey, well, how are you, Rena? Thanks for tuning in. You're always here. uh, Listen, that wasn't a problem. Okay, well, and I'm paraphrasing, okay? Hello, everybody. I'm trying to catch all of you by name. It moves so fast, so if I don't forgive me, but hello, thanks for tuning in. As always, we're back tonight with the takedown of R. Kelly. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Love you all. Thanks for your continued support. Uh, when we ask you if you think it's wrong, and I'm paraphrasing, for the President of the United States to insist that someone be terminated that can be against him, and you become like water. Whenever water meets its resistance, it finds a way to go around it. And that's what Barr was doing today at the hearing. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. Love you big time. So, and they think he should resign. And I'm positive that Barr should resign. About an hour ago, we received the emails that he said that he will not be back tomorrow for questioning. He's not going to come back. Okay, you don't have to, but there are consequences for you not showing up. The bottom line is this, and I'm not going to spend too much time on Donald Dumb Jackass Trump because it got to get to R. Kelly and some developing issues with him. Hey, Al, can I be a... Yes, you can. You can be a moderator. Yes, you can. I do not see why not. I promise you, you can. We will work on that. Listen, when you are protecting the President of the United States and you know he's lying and you know he has committed a crime, but you write up a 400 and some page report in favor of the president. Well, I think he may have. I wasn't quite sure, so I can't get in on instructions, but I can't completely exonerate him, but I don't have enough to charge him with anything. You had more than enough, even in the redacted reports that you turned over. That's what you didn't want to do, because you knew when Congress got it and when the American people saw it, all hell was going to break loose. Pandora's box has been opened. And then you come before council after you send a 4-page summary of a 2-year investigation over 400 and some pages. You send a 4-page summary, and then you come as if the men and women in Congress are super stupid their intellect is not 100. I got to explain this to them. They didn't need you to do that, but you did it anyway. But you made it worse for yourself and you didn't know. Anybody that continues to support Donald Trump thinks like Donald Trump. Donald Trump is only in the White House not because he governs his country so well, because he don't. He knows absolutely nothing about how the government works, and he really don't give a damn. Trump is sitting there right now. One, he wasn't elected, he was selected. I'm going to say it again. One, he wasn't elected, he was selected. Okay. And two, Donald Trump still sits his ass in the White House pretending to be a president simply because he speaks the language of racist white American people. That's why he still sits there. And when you say, let's leave it alone, let's go on with it, that's bullshit. You can't leave it alone. You cannot go on with it. Donald Trump is a threat to the country. So how in the hell can you say, leave it alone and let's go on with it? Bullshit. If this was President Barack Hussein Obama, y'all would have his ass in a jail cell by now till we got to the nitty-gritty of this shit. We would not leave it alone. Barr ass needs to resign. And Trump, it's coming. Your day is coming. Your day is coming. I promise you, your day is coming. Most people thought because Trump can run a company that he can run a country. And there is a tremendous difference between running a company and running a country. And if you had done your damn research, you would have found out one damn thing. He wasn't too damn bright at running a company either. Bankruptcy after bankruptcy after bankruptcy. The man sits in the White House now. You heard him on tape when he said, I grabbed the pussy. And he still sits in the White House. He done called black NFL players sons of bitches. And he still sits in the White House. You question nothing. He said, you want to mute every damn body on the planet, but the only sapsucker that you don't want to mute is the one that should be muted. That's Donald Dumb Jackass Trump. He's a threat to his damn self and don't know it. He's a fool with a serious problem. And his major threat right now for 2020 is Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Joe Biden. And his people done asked him, they done told him over and over again, don't fall for the bait. Biden saying things about you in subliminal messages, don't take the bait. Don't do it. Son of a bitch takes the bait. He takes the bait because he thinks he's smart. You elect the clown, and as my sister Bernadette in California says, when you elected the clown, surely you knew the damn circus was going to come there too. And that's what you have. You have a damn circus at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Anybody that works for Trump have to be crooked and have to be able to lie. Don't have to be a believable lie, but just be able to lie. And Sarah fits that job perfectly. Lying Sarah. She'll stand before Jesus and lie. I'm sure she's somewhere now doing damage control for when they interview her tomorrow. Well, see, President Obama, every time you catch this bastard in some shit, it's President Obama. President Obama did 8 years. 8 years. They said he was a one-term president. That turned out to be a damn lie. They elected him twice in the White House. He left without one scandal. He left without one scandal. He left without one damn scandal. You dug and you dug and you dug. You couldn't find shit. The man is out of office now. Leave him alone. You and him now. And if truth be told, you know why the economy is somewhat stabilized? Because of the last administration that was there. They stabilized it. Trump didn't do a damn thing. He's taking credit for something that he did not do. And you know he didn't do it. Trump is a fake, a fraud, and a crook. And he is racist 1,000,000%. His day's coming. Barr, you need to resign. As the United States Attorney General, top dog, you're a damn crook and you're a liar. And you're protecting Trump. Y'all act like Trump fucking y'all in your asses. God damn. Fuck the American people. Let's protect Trump. Let's protect, man, fuck Trump. His mama, his dad, and every goddamn body else, fuck them. Y'all act like Trump fucking you in your asses. Anything by any means necessary, let's protect Donald Dumb Jackass Trump. What the fuck for? And look, everybody else going to jail. They're taking plea deals. They're losing jobs and shit. His ass still free. Why? Do you protect the liar? And then you come and you embarrass yourself when you go before the Senate and they grill your ass and you don't like that shit. And that's why Barr don't want to return tomorrow, because they made his ass look super stupid on national fucking TV. Real time, real time. All right, now we got that out the way. Good evening. Welcome. I'm Al Scott. Tonight we're going to go back and bring back to the table the takedown of R. Kelly. But now I have to do something. The last time we did a piece on R. Kelly, and I'm sure many of you saw it that night, it was right after R. Kelly had performed in Illinois at the Dirty South Lounge. Now, I have to do a public apology to R. Kelly because I said some things that I later found out were not true. Now, we base our shows, it's a fact-based show, but sometimes we get it wrong. Sometimes we get it wrong. Somebody said, hi, Mr. Scott, love your energy. Okay, I think it said hello. Thank you kindly. I'm ready tonight. I'm hyped. I'm ready. I can't stand Trump ass. But here's the thing. Sometimes we get it wrong. And whenever we get it wrong, I'm man enough and bold enough to come back before the cameras and say, we got it wrong. And we apologize, and we're going to clear it up tonight, and we're going to go on. Now, here's what happened. I received emails after emails about the last show. Many people were disagreeing with the things that I said about R. Kelly. I said, okay, well, all right. I mean, I think I know more about what's going on than some of you, but then sometimes I don't. But here's what happened. Matter of fact, right before airtime, I just saw an email that someone sent me, I think on April the 9th, that I just saw. And I even sent that individual my number to call me because what he said was right, but I'm just not seeing it. So I sent him my number to call to speak with him over the phone. Here's what happened. R. Kelly went to perform at the Dirty South Lounge. R. Kelly performed for 28 minutes. Not 30, 28 minutes. R. Kelly, 28 minutes. He just sung verses from the song, I think, Bump and Grind. And the media went wild. I mean, and so here's what happened. I think TMZ broke the story first. Okay, well, normally we verify everything. Well, when TMZ came with it, then we saw ABC, we saw CBS. Let's run it. And we ran with it. And we made a complete ass out of ourselves because the story I did that night, some of the things I was saying was true. But the majority of the things I said that night, they were not true. So I'm going to tell you what they were. But first, I must say this. Robert R. Kelly, we'll do it that way. I publicly apologize to you because I got it wrong. Please forgive me. I'm a promoter who was with the people that was responsible for bringing R. Kelly to the Dirty South Lounge. Sent me an email. It was a long email. Pleasant email, but it was long. Sent me his number. And I called him. We talked for a little over an hour. It was a pleasant conversation. And he said, I follow the channel. I watch you. I like the way you deliver the message. But I just need to tell you got it wrong. And I listened. He says, I know how you got it wrong. Because when mainstream media put it out there, you just followed behind them. And I did. Hello, Mr. Scott. Respect, love your channel. I couldn't get your name. JD, thank you. God bless you. Y'all make me feel so good. Media is obsessed with Kelly. You're exactly right. So, now here's what happened. The media didn't get it wrong. Okay? Mainstream media, y'all quote me on it, said they did not get it wrong. They reported it wrong on purpose. Here's what they said. Good evening. I think it's Curry, and K, baby. Hey, they are. Okay. They said that R. Kelly was scheduled to perform. And he performed for 28 minutes. and he was paid $22,000. 20,000 went to him. I think 2,000 to his crisis manager. If I got that correct, if it's the crisis manager, he don't deserve a damn dime because he keeps R. Kelly in crisis. If you ask me, that I won't apologize for. Okay, let's go on. So anyway, and I put it out there that R. Kelly went there and performed for 28 minutes. R. Kelly was scheduled to be at the Dirty South Lounge Club that night. R. Kelly was not scheduled to perform. Somebody said 28 minutes, 28 seconds. I don't know. It's been so doggone long. Please forgive me about that. I don't know. I thought it was 28 minutes. It may have been 28 seconds. I don't know. But let me finish it. He was not scheduled to perform. When the promoter called, I apologized to him, and we talked for a long time. He told me some things, and some things that was really going on, stuff and everything, other issues with Kelly and stuff. But R. Kelly was scheduled there, and I asked him. I said, "So was this like something like a meet and greet?" That's exactly what it was. It wasn't a performance. R. Kelly was there for a meet and greet. It was a meet and greet. That's it. Nothing else. And so, but R. Kelly came out late at 1:20 or 1:30. That's when he walked out. That's true. And the media knew that. But they didn't tell the whole story. And I went behind them and I told it. And I was 1,000,000% wrong. So tonight I'm cleaning up with my apologies to R. Kelly. Here's what happened. R. Kelly was there early. He arrived in plenty enough time to do the meet and greet. R. Kelly was not late coming out because he wasn't ready or he wasn't there. The lady that runs the club didn't have her thing set up so R. Kelly could come out and start to meet and greet. That wasn't on R. Kelly. The media knew this. Mainstream media knew this, but they reported it wrong. And so we normally verify everything, but when we see, like TMZ, oh, they got it, let's run behind it. So our policy now, I don't give a damn if it's ABC or whatever. We check for ourselves before we bring it to you because this is a fact-based show. And oftentimes I give you my opinion on something, but I let you know this is just my opinion. I'm not trying to pass my opinion off as a fact. So we got it wrong. I forget the brother's name because it's been a couple of weeks since him and I spoke over the phone, but it was a very, very pleasant conversation. And he wasn't upset, but he just wanted me to know that we got it wrong. And he didn't ask us to clear it up. But, I immediately told him, I promise you, I'm going to clear this up. And it was a very pleasant conversation. So again, R. Kelly, I deeply apologize to you and apologize to you, the listeners, because I don't want to be labeled as the one that goes out there half-cocked and just throw shit out there too. We try to get it right. If we know, we tell you. If we don't, then we just don't know. I got it wrong. Please forgive me. I hope you all will continue to subscribe to this channel and watch this channel as well. Thank you, kind of. Somebody said, "Hey, Hans, we got some good eyes." Okay, listen. R. Kelly. Now, let me tell you something. There is a lady that I'm trying to get in touch with. She has a channel. I'm not going to call her name. She reached out to me. She follows this channel, and I now follow her channel. Thank you so much. Someone says they love the channel. Thank you, channel. Thank you kindly. She reached out to me about R. Kelly, and I want her to come on this show. I'm sure many of you have already heard what she had to say, but I want her to come on the show, and I want her to break it down to you on my show. This woman, she connected the dots to R. Kelly's drama, to all of R. Kelly's many financial woes and drama and trouble in his life. And listen, when I said she connected the dots, the sister connected the dots up until the last person to play their role. Somebody says, "I already know who you're talking about." Yeah, and here's what oh God, we're trying to get her to come on the show. We're trying to get her to come on the show. Here's what she said in the end. She talked about that ugly woman. What's her name? That's attorney. Kim Fox. When she got to Kim Fox, by that time, it was getting close to the end. And I was hyped. And I'm like, I'm mesmerized with what the woman is saying. Because I'm like, it ain't no way. This is a lie. And so at the end she says, and when Kim Fox came out looking like a dressed up horse with a weave, came and did the solicitation for victims, which I think is wrong and is illegal. I mean, if they are victims, I think they know to come to some damn body in law enforcement. If they hadn't came out, I don't think you should legally be allowed to come out and say, come on out, come to me, come to me, come to me. Don't do that. But she knew this day was coming. This was not a surprise to her. It was a surprise to us when she came out. As if she was just so pissed off about the Surviving R. Kelly documentary. I got to come out. It's my duty and stuff. And we're going to prosecute this to the fullest extent. This was planned. It is a setup, y'all. I've been telling you that from day one. It's a setup. It's a, listen, it has been orchestrated very meticulously. I mean, from the beginning to the middle, right down to the damn end. It's been orchestrated quite well. This woman connected the dots. I'm like, she ain't lying. Everybody had a role to play. And ugly Kim Fox knew that she was going to stand before the mics and the cameras and solicit victims to come and speak to her. She knew this. This was a setup from day one. We strongly believe that the tape that they keep talking about, with the girl that keeps saying she's 14 years old, it's the same tape from the first trial of R. Kelly, 21 count indictment, dropped down to 14, and then guess what? Dismissed. So we know if this is indeed the same tape, you can just throw that in the damn trash, and you need to pay R. Kelly for bullshit because you done wasted his time and probably killed his career because y'all have orchestrated this to take him down. If someone is breaking the law in the areas where R. Kelly is being accused of breaking the law, let them do that. They don't need your damn help. When they do that and you get solid evidence, you bring that to the table and you deal with it from there. You don't help. And you don't lie to get a conviction and to get your name out there. You don't do that. That's entrapment, and I think that should be illegal. But if this is the same tape, this is nothing. This is nothing. This is nothing. Now, I'm going fast because I'm almost out of time because I'm talking about Trump. R. Kelly did not show up in court about, I think it was April 23rd and 24th. It wasn't really necessary for him to show up, but he didn't show up and his counsel didn't show up. It was a civil issue and dealing with, something like what's going on now. But it wasn't necessary that he or his counsel showed up. But here's what I think was super stupid, and when the counsel spoke out on it finally, said that, so we was interrupted again. Okay, now, but he didn't come because it wasn't necessary that he really be there. But here's the kicker right here. The main reason R. Kelly didn't show up is because he cannot read. And when he was served those papers while he was in jail on the child support issue. And they could have served him those papers at Trump Towers where he lived rather than at the jail. So he didn't know what he had received while he was locked up. Okay, let me just say this right here. R. Kelly and your counsels, that bullshit, it ain't going to work. This is nothing new, and I don't criticize or try to belittle R. Kelly because of the reading and writing thing. Rarely do you hear me bring that up. But I know one damn thing. That ain't going to fly. That's just not going to fly. Well, we couldn't deliver it to Trump Towers because of all the security there. I don't know. But here's the thing. That part is not going to fly. But let me tell you. Here's something popped up the other day. I'm sure all of you know about it now. There is a new documentary coming out. This one will air May 4th, I think, at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Lifetime. This event is being hosted by a lady that I really admire. She's great at what she does. She's a journalist, and she's good. She's good. Soledad O'Brien will host this documentary on R. Kelly. Now, this one is called Surviving R. Kelly. Surviving R. Kelly. Surviving R. Kelly, the impact. Let me tell you one damn thing right now. First of all, Surviving R. Kelly, that just really makes no goddamn sense, but I know why we said Surviving R. Kelly. You cannot tell me that you don't see setup in this here. I mean, it's an obsession with R. Kelly, and it has nothing to do with the crime. It's an obsession with R. Kelly for hidden reasons, hidden agendas. Why won't Lifetime do a damn documentary on surviving Harvey Weinstein, or Weinstein, whatever his damn name is? He is still alive. All of his victims, I guess, are still alive. 80%, I think, of the women that accused him everything from sexual assault to right out rape in the movie industry, they need to be heard. Let's hear from them. While y'all was sitting there bullshitting and sent Oprah out, nigger Oprah out, to go and try to put a black eye on the Jacksons, Oprah should have been focusing on her buddy Harvey and his freaky ass. Why won't she interview him? But now you come up with this bullshit. We want to talk about the sexual violence that occurred in this here and what it means to be a survivor after R. Kelly had done all this to you. First of all, R. Kelly has never been convicted on this bullshit. But you're talking to them or about them as if you know for a fact they're telling the truth. Baby, it don't. That's nothing. He hasn't been convicted. That's slander. That's what they're saying. Nobody can tell you right now with an honest answer, with their right hand raised in a courtroom, that, oh, I know he did it. I don't give a damn if it's the survivor, them the alleged survivor. Nothing has been proven. Just because someone has been accused of committing a crime does not necessarily mean him or her have committed a crime. They have simply been accused. That's all. I'm going to say it again. They have simply been accused, and that's it. That's all. But now you're talking about, you're bringing this up as if R. Kelly's been convicted, and now the victims are getting ready to speak. You talk to them like you know they... Okay, my time's up. I don't know what the hell goes on. This just lately started, but we will work on getting this together. I'm about to go over my time, but listen, we're going to continue this. We're live every Wednesday, right here at 7 p.m. Let me share, everybody share. Oh, Sugar and Spice, that's you. Well, good evening. Thank you kindly. And yes, please share. And if you like the channel, you like what we're doing, encourage your friends to subscribe to the channel as well. As always, I thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to continue. This is the takedown of R. Kelly. As always, it has been a pleasure to come and speak with you all, and you let me come in your little phones, your TVs, or wherever you may be. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart to yours for that. I'm Al Scott with Injustice Investigations. You all enjoy your evening. Good night.